जय हिंद दोस्तों। तो कैसे हो मेरे देशवासियों। आ गया हूँ मैं अपनी पहली वीडियो लेकर, जिसमें हम जानेंगे भारतीय संविधान का इतिहास। सो लेट्स बिगिन द वीडियो। द हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी was formally established on 31st December 1600 AD by a charter issued by Queen Elizabeth of Tudor dynasty, and she granted the monopoly of eastern trade, especially in India. Hector, the first ship of British East India Company, reached Surat on 24th August 1608 AD. In 1609, British East India Company sent Captain William Hawkin to the court of Mughal Emperor Jahangir to take permission to open factory at Surat. In 1612 AD, the first official factory of British East India Company was established at Surat, but one unofficial factory was already established at Moslepatnam in 1611 AD. In 1615 AD, Sir Thomas Roe, ambassador of James I, came to Jahangir court to obtain permission to trade and established factories in another part of the region or empire. The company established factories at Agra, Ahmedabad, Baroda, Bharuch, Bombay, Surat, Madras, Moslepatnam, and different part of Odisha, Bihar, and Bengal. After covering the rest of India, the British East India Company reached Bengal and started its business with the Nawab of Bengal. But very soon, the free trade agreement became the main reason behind the conflict between East India Company and Nawab of Bengal. As a result, in 13 June 1757, the Battle of Plassey was fought between Robert Clive and Siraj-ud-Dowla, Nawab of Bengal. Siraj-ud-Dowla was defeated in this battle, and Mir Jafar was made the new Nawab of Bengal by Britishers, and Robert Clive became the first governor of Bengal. Now, the company started their new era of administration in India. After some years, Battle of Buxar was fought on 22nd October 1764 between the British East India Company led by Hector Munro and the allies of Mir Qasim, the Nawab of Bengal, Shah Alam II, Mughal Emperor of Delhi, and Shuja-ud-Dowla, Nawab of Awadh. British defeat the alliance. Robert Clive introduced dual government Bengal, lasted from 1765 to 1772. In this, administration of Bengal divided into Nizamat and Diwani. The Diwani was carried out by company and the Nizamat by the Nizams. After the Battle of Plassey of 1757 AD and the Battle of Buxar in 1764 AD, the British East India Company tightened its rule over Bengal to keep the same rule in its favor. They passed several acts from time to time, which became the staircase for the development of the Indian Constitution. There are two phases of history of Indian Constitution. The company rule 1773 to 1858, like Regulating Act of 1773, Pitt's India Act 1784, the Chartered Act 1793, the Chartered Act 1813, the Chartered Act 1833, the Chartered Act 1853. The revolt of 1857 became the one of the most reason British Crown overcome British East India Company. And the second phase is the Crown Rule 1858 to 1947. They also passed several acts like Government of India Act 1858, Indian Council Act 1861, Indian Council Act 1892, Marley-Minto Reform 1909, Montagu-Chelmsford Reform 1919, Government of India Act 1935, the Indian Independence Act 1947. Now we are going to study these acts one by one. We start from Regulating Act of 1773 AD. In this, to regulate and control the affairs of British East India Company by British government. The end of dual administration. The Governor of Bengal was appointed as Governor General of Bengal for 3 presidencies of Madras, Bombay and Calcutta. First Governor General was Warren Hastings. First Supreme Court was set up at Fort William, Calcutta, headed by Eliza Impey, Chief Justice. Next act is Pitt's India Act of 1784 AD. Dual Act was introduced by this act. In this, Court of Director for business matter and Board of Controllers for political matters. Board of Controllers having 6 members, 2 from British Council and remaining from Privy Council. Next is Chartered Act of 1793. In this act, salary for the staff and the member of the Board of Control to be paid from Indian revenue. Next is Chartered Act of 1813. In this act, ended East India Company monopoly for trade and provide rupees 1 lakh grant for education in India. The company's monopoly in trade with China and trade in tea was remained enacted. Next one is Chartered Act of 1833. Company trade monopoly was completely abolished in this act. Now the work of company was left to only rule in India on behalf of the British government. The Governor General of Bengal was appointed as the Governor General of India. First Governor General was William Bentinck. Indian law were classified and arrangements were made to appoint a law commission for this work under Lord Macaulay. Next act is Chartered Act of 1853. The legislative and the executive function of the Governor General Council were separated. 6 members were added in Central Legislative Council. 4 out of 6 members were appointed by the provincial government of Madras, Bombay, Bengal and Agra. It extended the company's rule and allowed it to retain the possession of Indian territories for the British Crown without specifying any particular period. It introduced for the first time local representation in Indian Legislative Council. It started open competitive examination for the recruitment of civil servant. Now, this is the end for today. We will study rest of the part in next video. If this video helps you, then like the video, subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon and share if you want your friend to know about history of Indian Constitution.